It was a Monday morning, and me and my family were sitting at the breakfast table eating breakfast. Like a normal November day, it was drenching rain pounding onto the cement road. My parents always said that you shouldn't complain about Mother Nature's choices, but today it was so cold and so rainy that they couldn't even resist. "What a horrible day," my dad complained. "I wish we lived someplace warmer." The rest of us nodded. We couldn't help but to agree. When my dad drove me to school that day, all I had to think about was what he said previously. "I wish we lived someplace warmer." I closed my eyes and pictured me sitting on a nice sandy beach on a beautiful day. I hoped when I opened my eyes I would see that beautiful scene again. But when I opened my eyes, it was just the backseat window with thousands of raindrops sliding down it. A few weeks later, my dad, who is a movie director, got a call from his agent. The whole call, his agent went on and on about our family moving to what he called the land of opportunity, California. My dad loved the idea, but my mom was hesitant about moving to a different country. "It would be so hard on our family," she would say every time my dad brought up the idea. But one random day, my dad said to my mom, "We should apply for a green card." A green card is an everlasting visa that is inserted into your passport and your cell files. This visa allows you to live in Canada or America as easy as just moving houses. When my dad finished explaining his train of thought, my mom finally agreed and our little adventure began. The next year, before we got our green card, our family moved to the Rocky Mountains, only 3 hours away from Alberta, but still in Upper British Columbia. We lived in a small, almost village-like area called Invermere. Our cousins live up there, which is why we moved. Though it was pretty, it was cold. In the fall and the winter, it would get up to -45. After a year in the snow, we still didn't get our green card, so we moved back to Vancouver and bought a house, which we still own right now. After all those years of adjustments, we finally got a green card, but before we officially got them, we had to fly all the way across Canada to Montreal for an interview. So we flew there for the interview, and our time was 9 o'clock sharp. But when we got there, about 200 other families were in the waiting room for the exact same time with nothing to do. Hours later, we got called up and had our interview, which only lasted about 10 minutes. We flew back to Vancouver, packed up and rented out our house, and drove down to the coast to California. The end.